Hello everyone, let's go over the major characters currently active in the television show House of the Dragon, adaptation of Fire and Blood, especially characters that make up the Black and Green Councils. Making up the Black Council are Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen, firstborn child and appointed heir of Viserys I, now Queen of the Blacks, Rider of Syrax. Prince Daemon Targaryen, younger brother to Viserys I, uncle and now the king consort to his wife, Queen Rhaenyra, Rider of Caraxes. Prince Jacaerys Valerian, firstborn son to Rhaenyra when she was married to Laenor, presently first in line to succeed the Iron Throne. Jacaerys is Rider of Vermax. In the show's timeline, by episode 3, he is 15. Prince Lucerys Valerian, Rhaenyra's second son, he and his dragon Arrax are killed by Aemond and Vhagar at the end of season 1. Joffrey Valerian, the third son of Rhaenyra and Laenor Valerian, he is the rider of the dragon Tyraxes, which by the end of episode 3 is only a hatchling. The biological father of Jacaerys, Lucerys, and Joffrey is Harwin Strong. In the TV show, now Joffrey is not on the Black Council because he's too young. From the look of it, he's like 6. In the book, he is on the council because he's already 11 years old and can ride on his dragon Tyraxes. Both in the book and in the show, he's now being sent by Rhaenyra to the Vale. Yet in the show, it's kind of problematic because he's too young and his dragon is only a hatchling. So I don't think the Lady of Vale will be much happy when she sees him. He is presently second in line to succeed to the Iron Throne, and he is now also the heir to Driftmark because Lucerys is murdered. Prince Aegon Targaryen the Younger, fourth son of Rhaenyra, her first son with Daemon, named after Aegon the Conqueror. He is called Aegon the Younger to be distinguished from Aegon II on the green side. In the book, the boy is 9 and has not ridden his dragon Stormcloud yet. Prince Viserys Targaryen, fifth son of Rhaenyra, her second son with Daemon. He is named after Rhaenyra's father, the late King Viserys I. Prince Viserys is only 6 in the book, and he went everywhere with his egg. The two little princes, Aegon and Viserys, appeared at Viserys I's bedside in episode 8 in season 1. In season 2, they are shown with Rhaenyra in episode 2, and in episode 3, Rhaenyra sends them first to the Vale and then to Pentos. Lord Corlys Valerian, known as the Sea Snake, Corlys is Lord of the Tides, Master of Driftmark, and head of House Valerian. Like House Targaryen, House Valerian is also of Valyrian descent and is Queen Rhaenyra's strongest ally. They offer Rhaenyra the strength of their formidable fleet. Prince Rhaenys Targaryen, the queen who never was, elder cousin to the late King Viserys I. Back in 101 AC, Rhaenys lost her inheritance to the Iron Throne due to her sex. She is the wife of Corlys Valerian and rider of Malice, the Red Queen. Baela Targaryen, first daughter to Daemon and Laena, betrothed to Jacaerys. She rides the dragon Moondancer. In the book, she is 13 by now, and her dragon Moondancer is but a hatchling. Yet you can see in the show she seems to be older than 13, and can already fight on her dragon Moondancer. Rhaena Targaryen, second daughter to Daemon and Laena, once betrothed to the now late Lucerys. She has always wanted a dragon, but has not got one yet. In the book, Baela and Rhaena are twins and are 13 at this time. In the TV show, Baela is slightly older than Rhaena. Now, by the end of episode 3, Rhaenyra is sending Rhaena to Pentos with her youngest 2 sons. In the book, Rhaena's destination is the Vale, not Pentos, and she is to take 3 dragon eggs with her instead of the 4 in the TV show. The above are the royal family members on the Black side. The Black Council also includes the following lords and knights. Lord Battimos Celtigar, head of House Celtigar. He is already at the Black Council in episode 10 of season 1. He states that the importance of fighting men is lessened by the number of dragons commanded by Rhaenyra's forces. In the book Fire and Blood, Battimos Celtigar was renowned for his wealth and cunning. Actually, House Celtigar is also of Valyrian descent, and is an important house in House of the Dragon, but none of this is given much description in the show. Lord Simon Staunton, head of House Staunton and the Lord of Rook's Rest. He attends the Black Council at Dragonstone in episode 10, season 1, where he bickers with Lord Battimos Celtigar. He is a loyal member of the Black Council. Lord Gorman Macy. Gorman is the father of Alinda Macy. Alinda Macy is the lady-in-waiting to Rhaenyra Targaryen. Maester Gerardi, now the Grand Maester of the Blacks. He presides over Rhaenyra and Daemon's wedding and sent ravens to the great houses to win their support. Eric Cargill, a Kingsguard. He first appeared in episode 8, season 1, when he offers to help Viserys I to go up the stairs leading to the Iron Throne. In episode 9, he reported to Alicent about Aegon's harassing the maid and is mistaken by Alicent to be Aeric. In episode 10, he and his twin brother Aeric are ordered by Otto to locate Aegon the Older. He decided to go to the Blacks, helped release Rhaenys, and carried the crown to Rhaenyra. At the end of episode 2, season 2, he falls on his sword, out of guilt for kinslaying, since he killed his twin brother Aeric in order to protect his queen. Sir Steffon Darkling, Lord Commander of Rhaenyra Targaryen's Queensguard. He previously served in Viserys I's Kingsguard. He oversees the sword fighting training of the princes. He swears allegiance to Rhaenyra as queen when Daemon threatens to have them burned if they choose otherwise. But he actually believes that Rhaenyra is the rightful heir. In the book, it was Steffon and not Eric that stole the crown and delivered it to Rhaenyra. Sir Laurent Marbrand, a member of House Marbrand of Ashmark, a noble house in the Westlands sworn to House Lannister. He served in the Kingsguard of King Viserys and is assigned to Rhaenyra at Dragonstone when King Viserys dies. He also swears allegiance to Rhaenyra as queen when threatened by Daemon. The evening when Eric tries to assassinate Rhaenyra, he is on guard duty, when who he believes to be Eric offers to relieve him of duty for the evening. He is alerted to the assassination attempt by Rhaenyra's handmaiden, Lady Alinda, and races back into his queen's chambers to find Eric and Aeric fighting to the death. He tries to help Eric, but couldn't tell who's who. Sir Alfred Broom, a household knight of House Targaryen. Sir Alfred is from House Broom, a noble house of the Westlands. Alfred is present when word of Prince Jaehaerys' murder and funeral reaches Dragonstone. He proposes countering the propaganda being spread by the Greens by suggesting Rhaenyra did so in a moment of grief over the death of her son. Rhaenyra is offended and rebukes him, and he falls silent. His character description on the show is a gruff knight on Queen Rhaenyra's Black Council. Mysaria, Master of Whispers for Queen Rhaenyra. She first appeared in the story at the beginning of season 1 as Daemon's lover. She soon left Daemon and started pursuing her own life by doing intelligence work. She sold information to Otto for money, and in episode 9, she offers the location of Aegon, the Order, in exchange for the court to stop the child-fighting rings of Flea Bottom. At the end of season 1, her intelligence network is destroyed by Larys Strong. She tries to escape to the Free Cities and is found on Khaleesi's ship and became Daemon's prisoner. She offers information that allows Daemon to realize his son-for-son plan in exchange for her own freedom. Rhaenyra keeps Daemon's promise and agrees to let her go. She is much moved by Rhaenyra's kindness and mercifulness, saves her from Eric's assassin, and has now become her Master of Whispers. So far, the houses who were declared for Rhaenyra are houses Valerian, Celtigar, Staunton, Macy, Darkling, Bar Aemon, Stark, and Arryn. By episode 3, season 2, those on the Green Council are Aegon Targaryen the Elder, now Aegon II, first son to Alicent Hightower with Viserys I, rider of Sunfire. Otto Hightower, the Hand of the King, now sacked and is said to be heading for the Old Town or High Garden. Interesting character who's been with us since season 1, and so far the only clear-headed character on the green side. I've grown to like him a lot and will make a separate video on him. Tyland Lannister, Master of Corn. Tyland Lannister is the younger twin brother of Jason Lannister. In King Viserys, the first time he served as Master of Ships after the Slay Snake left. After the death of King Viserys I, that is, at the start of the Dance of the Dragons, he was named Master of Corn by Queen Alicent, replacing Lord Leman Bisbury, who had been murdered by Criston Cole for his support of Princess Rhaenyra. Tyland Lannister's been doing well with the royal treasury, and, according to the book, he will remain touchingly loyal to the king he chose. Jasper Wild, Master of Laws. He became the Master of Laws in episode 6, season 1, when the former Master of Laws, Lyanna Strong, becomes the Hand of the King. He is part of the initial conspiracy to secure Aegon's ascension to the throne. In the book, he has a nickname, Iron Rod, which the author explains in brackets that could either be from his unbending attitudes on matters of law or the stiffness of his member. These are interesting details that offer natural material for the TV show to work on and expand. but we don't see any of this in the show, which clearly would like to confine itself to the several major characters already established in Season 1. Grand Maester Orwyle. Orwyle was an Archmaester of the Citadel who became Grand Maester after the death of the former one, Grand Maester Melos. Orwyle served during the reigns of King Viserys I and Aegon II Targaryen. He has a more effective approach to treat Viserys the First cut from the Iron Throne. He is part of the initial conspiracy to secure Aegon's ascension. Queen Alicent Hightower, second wife of Viserys I, mother to Aegon the Elder, Helaena and Aemond, childhood friend to Rhaenyra, at this stage her foe. She joined the Green Council despite having been excluded from the initial conspiracy. This is from the show. In the book, she's not so innocent. She's part of the conspiracy from the very beginning. Criston Cole, the new Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, after Sir Harold Westling left, unwilling to participate in the conspiracy. Now Cole is the hand of the king to Aegon II after Otto is sacked. I don't really want to talk about this character. Larys Strong, Master of Whisperers, the single most despicable character in the TV show. He killed his father and brother, played his little game with Alicent Hightower, and always tries to manipulate the young Aegon for his own rise. But I must give him he's the single honest player of this Game of Thrones. Aemond Targaryen, second son to Alicent and Viserys I, younger brother to Aegon II, rider of Vhagar, the biggest living dragon. In the show, he is bullied by his big brother since little. Until now, Aegon II is still bullying him, as we just saw in the brothel scene in episode 3. But perhaps Aegon is nasty to him just because Larys just told him Aemond and Alicent are conspiring against him. But Aemond, despite all this bullying, seems to be ever loyal to his big brother. He also is depicted as someone who likes to put on a fierce appearance when instead has a tender heart. Helaena Targaryen, second child and first daughter to Alicent and Viserys I, sister and wife to Aegon II, rider of Dreamfire. She has the ability to foresee things. She is eccentric and peculiar, has an interest in bugs, and sometimes speaks strangely. She is now saddened by the loss of her son. In the book, she remains in a state of craziness ever since the A Song for Son incident. Yet in the TV show, she seems to be more composed and together, so I guess she'll also have a role to play in the Dance of the Dragons. Jaehaerys Targaryen, son to Helaena and Aegon II, killed by cheese and blood under the instructions of the Blacks. Jaehaera Targaryen, twin sister to the already late Prince Jaehaerys. In the book, the prince and princesses are now twins, and Helaena and Aegon has a third child, a younger prince, who's only 2 when the A Song for Son incident happens. Sir Arik Cargill, twin brother to the Eric Cargill on the black side. He is sent by Criston Cole to assassinate Rhaenyra and is killed by his twin brother, as we have seen in episode 3. Sir Gwyn Hightower, oldest brother of Alicent, first son in House Hightower. In the book, he is the youngest son. He appeared once in episode 1 of season 1 when he is chosen as opponent and defeated by Daemon in that tourney. Now, as we just saw in episode 3, he is back and now works with Criston Cole. His innocence and stupidity serves to let viewers see that Criston Cole is not so bad after all. The Greens now have the support of houses Hightower, Baratheon, Redwyne, Bracken, Strong, Wild, Lannister, and Lefort. There are still houses that have yet to choose a side, and House Tully seems to be the point of the most interest in the story. Subscribe if you like this video. I'll make more summary and analysis videos on House of the Dragon.